Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Logic Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch or Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at Logic Dolphin on Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or pretty much any avenue. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Sentinels of Earth Prime, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, One Deck Galaxy, Aeon's End, and Spear Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, with the exceptions of One Deck Dungeon, which is also available on Switch, and One Deck Galaxy, which is in early access on Steam. You can find more information on those games at handelabra.com. So, here I am. Second stream of the month. Whoa, weird. And we're here for Spirit Island. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this game. So let's just do new game, 2 spirits, any complexity, and I guess random adversary. Just said all random. I got Russia. Russia was introduced to the stream yesterday. I guess that means theoretically I'm capable of playing it, but I have literally never played it before. But I guess we'll discover it together. I believe that John played at difficulty 1 or level 1. So I guess I'll do level 2. I don't know if he did a second game. I left after about half an hour. We'll do Russia 2, I guess. My first foray into Russia. Let's just go straight into Russia 2. I'm just gonna rush in. Ha! Get it? Because it's Russia? Okay. So, we also have Sunbright Whirlwind, and we have Fathomless Mud of the Swamp, also known as Spacehawk says that John played at level 3 for a second game. Oh, I see. Well, I'll play at level 2 because he did 3. He skipped 2. I will do 2. Yeah, but it's been a while. He forgot to enable events, quote unquote forgot. All right, we will play with events because I'm pretty sure that's yeah, it's on. Yeah, so it's been a while since I played this game, and Sunbright Whirlwind and Fathomless Mud, they're not new, but they are still relatively new to me, so we'll see how that goes here. Sunbright Whirlwind has the ability to push explorers in Dahan after adding presence during growth, and innate power Violent Windstorms allows for pushing explorers, sometimes towns, sometimes damage with invaders that are pushed, sometimes just damage. Fathomless Mud, at sacred sites, build actions add explorers instead of buildings. And Spreading in Dreadful Mire moves presence, deals damage, pushes Dahan, deals damage. Also generates fear. I should probably point that out too. That's kind of important. But explorers aren't necessarily good for Russia though, which is interesting. So we have the additional lost condition: hunters swarm the island. Put beasts destroyed by adversary rules on this panel. If there are ever more beasts on this panel than on the island, the invaders win. So, have to be careful of beasts. We also have the stage 2 escalation: stalk the predators. On each board, add 2 explorers total among lands with beasts. If you can't, instead add 2 explorers among lands with beasts on a different board. Yeah, so I guess theoretically it's possible to have 0 beasts on the island. But then if there are ever more beasts on this panel than the island, the invaders win. So I guess if you destroy beasts from events or something like that, that'd be an interesting way to bypass this lost condition, is just get rid of all the beasts on the board. All right, level 1, hunters seek, shell, and hide. During setup on each board, add a beasts and an explorer to the highest numbered land without buildings. During play, explorers do +1 damage. When Ravage adds blight to a land, including cascades, destroy a beasts in that land. So this is what causes destroyed beasts on this card, or by adversary rules. So if a beast is destroyed by a Ravage blight, then it goes over here. We do start with additional beasts on the island though, 1 per board. Also an additional explorer during setup, which is unusual. And explorers do +1 damage, so like adding explorers is not actually necessarily that good. And at level 2, we have a sense for impending danger. The first time each action would destroy explorers. If possible, one of those explorers is instead pushed. One fear when you do so. First time each action would destroy explorers. I assume that also includes damage. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That also means there's probably going to always be permanently one explorer on the island. Unless we can isolate a land. Isolated lands then don't... we can optionally decide whether we want to push the explorer. If we say no, then it's not possible to push the explorer and will not be pushed. But we do generate fear for pushing explorers, so they sort of function as towns anyway. And you can remove, yeah, damage included. You can remove invaders too. Yeah, things that remove invaders instead of destroy. Destroy is a very particular word. And yeah, as pointed out, if we were playing on level 3, Ravage cards would also match lands with 3 or more explorers. So if we had lots of explorers because of, then that would be pretty bad. All right, let's see how this goes. First time with Russia. Let's see. You know, be nice. It's my first time. Also, we're on boards G and H, the Horizons boards, but also Jagged Earth boards. Starting in the jungles. Okay. Also, I guess the setup is important for these spirits as well. 2 presence on the starting board, lowest numbered wetland for mud, and 3 on the starting board, 1 in the highest numbered sands, 2 in the lowest numbered mountain for Sunbright. None of those are jungles. And also, we have beasts in these jungles, and also this is a double explorer. But unlike England or France, it's not like there are... Well, okay, England will still perform build actions if there's adjacent buildings. France adds extra explorers, which means that it's harder to prevent builds. Sweden also kind of makes it harder to prevent builds if they explorers will land with like few Dahan and they convert Dahan into towns that way. I forget about Habsburg. I think it's been a long time since I played Habsburg, and that was the first time I played it too. But we can prevent builds as normal, which is nice. How shall we do things? We can make things that are push or gather fast if so desired. We can damage 1 damage to each of 5 different invaders. Pretty good for clearing explorers, fun fact. They don't have extra health, but they do deal extra damage. So basically each ravage is minimum of 2 damage, which is awkward. Also, strife on explorers might actually be pretty viable here. We do have a defend 2, or sorry, defend 5. Could be pretty good for G7. It's range 1, so we're gonna need to make sure we grow to a neighboring land. Powers, push explorers, but slow, but could be fast. And that could be pretty helpful. So the first time each action would destroy explorers, I assume, yeah, Ravage action. Yeah, so Ravage would count as an action for pushing explorers instead. Okay, so I like to get to 2 card plays, I think. You have a lot of expensive cards there. Do I start with 4 energy so I have lots of energy, or do I gain a power card and hope that I can play stuff? Because I want to play this one. +1 range with all powers actually would work pretty well for next turn for defend without having to grow out, but... what about mud? Double presence growth? 2 card plays and then what? The earth? I don't think will do much. All my cards have water on it. To play a moon card, I'd have to play this one because I'm not doing the defend card. I guess that would be okay. Gather to Dahan. Fear and damage if there's invaders. Only 1 damage though. Defending G7 seems like it's a pretty good idea, although our push 2 explorers would work pretty well for that. Too late in the day for you, gotta hit the sack. That's alright, Space Hawk. It's nice seeing you here at the start. I'm sure you'll catch the VOD later. Have a good night. Yeah, I'm tempted to play Foul Vapors on G7 just because that already has 2 explorers in there. Could throw to the defend in G6 next turn. I guess H5 would also be a pretty good defense spot. I guess G7's also a good target for Tempest. But H5 would also work. Would push that explorer. It's a very expensive push card, by the way. Very expensive. But this has Blight, and Sunbright doesn't have a defend. But you do have a push. Okay, so Scatter in H5 seems like it's a smart idea. So if we're playing this and Scatter, you do want the energy. Alright. That has been solved. And this is range 1 presence. So... Oh, but my presence also pushes Explorer, so I could actually just get rid of this guy, like this. Bam. Easy. Duh. Let's use the spirit rules. Makes sense. Where shall we drop you? Do I put them in lands with beasts because events could say beasts destroy explorers, but then again, this is Russia, so explorer like first action, yeah, like for each action push the first destroyed explorer, so it's not even that valuable. And we also have an explorer with beasts right now. I'm just gonna put it in the sands, and I will play these cards. And I do also get violent windstorms to push an explorer slow, so that will be good for the explorer. So I'm playing this and one other thing. Oh, but I'm already playing this, so I don't actually need the moon this turn. I probably want to get to 2 energy after 2 card plays. So let's do like 1 of each. And is it worthwhile preventing the town build in G5? I guess I do need the range, right? Because I'm doing range 1 push. Or was it this one? Range 2. No, I already have the range. Okay. I'm sure that explorers are better than towns, right? Right? Even against Russia, explorers are better than towns, right? I mean, I guess it would be different at level 3. So push 2 explorers. And then gather and damage. Yeah? Paying energy to gain a power card. Well, I don't have 2 energy this turn anyway. So let's hold off on that for a sec. Okay. So you do things fast. You push these guys. Go into land with town. Alright, jungle build. Wetlands Explorer. Okay. So you could use this to get rid of the town and Explorer, and also pushes the Dahan. Could also use this to stop the build there, but we can also do that with a presence because I am Sunbright. Fun fact. This Wetlands one that's going to be a bit scary in 2 turns. It already has my sacred site there. Move a presence from origin sacred site to target land. 1 fear, 1 damage, push 1 Dahan. But also gather 2 Dahan and 1 fear and 1 damage, which will result in a push. Yeah, if possible, one of those explorers is instead pushed. And a fear if done so. I mean, I can gather into here, right? Pushes this guy. I don't want to push into G7 because that would blight. G2 is building, and that's like going to be 7 damage if I were to push that guy in there. So maybe I'll leave you coastal, G3. Put you with Sunbright? You don't really need to be with Sunbright. And you can go... Let's put you here to double up so that you're safe from conversion, even though it's less likely because there's much more event cards. There's many more event cards. Actually, what was the event card that we got? Civic Engagement. On each board, remove a strife. If you can't, invaders do +1 damage per land when ravaging in lands with buildings. Casualties of Fang and Sting. On each board, destroy an explorer or town in a land with beasts. Keep far from the lands of plague. On each board, push 3 Dahan from lands with disease to lands without disease. Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Alright, this explorer is getting pushed. Join the mountain party, because it's not Russia 3, so we can do that. So defend here. This is dangerous, but it's not going to... When Ravage adds Blight, destroy a beasts. There's no beasts. Hello, Legend Birth. Wegan Birth. Hello, welcome. Push Explorer, push up to 5 different things. There's a city building here. That could be worthwhile to stop. This Ravage does have a Dahan, but we could sacrifice that Dahan. Like, we're not going to stop the Ravage. I mean, we could stop it, but stopping a city is probably more important right now. Because once cities are planted, they're harder to get rid of. And these get pushed to as many different lands as possible. So if I do this, I don't want one to go into the Blight, and I don't want one to go into the wetlands. So I guess we'll throw, and these other 2 lands are also Beasts lands, so I'll have to watch out for that, but let's just do something like that, I guess. I don't know that I necessarily want the town to go into H8 versus H4, but I do have my presence there, so I would probably rather be able to have the town closer to me. Thank you for the 100 bits, Chiseler. Hope you're doing well. Push an Explorer, stop this build. That's the only other build that we can stop. Go into the sands. Alright, we successfully stopped 3 of the 4 builds. And we only have 1 Ravage, well, 2 Ravages, but this one's defended. So we can see if we can get a defend card for H1 or a means of getting the Dahan out. I don't care about the Blight. So, like, saving the Dahan would be the only thing I'd want to do. So let's see if Sunbright gets something there. After the next time invaders are destroyed in target land, add a beasts, then 1 damage per beasts. Count max 3 beasts. Interesting. So this maxes. This doesn't have it. This has a cap on damage. That's weird. That's the only fast one. So the other ones are, fun fact, slow. If you didn't know, they're slow. The only thing that has air is Desiccating Winds. If target land has Badlands, 1 damage, add a Badlands. And because it's Badlands, it's actually more than 1 damage. So we do want air slightly more than we want sun. On the other hand, this adds beasts, and adding beasts like helps prevent the loss condition here. But it does cost 1 energy, but so do all of these. So that's that. They're all 1 energy. Fun fact. Hello, Nezu. Welcome. We don't really have a target for blood draws this turn, because the only Ravage that would do something is G6. Or the only Ravage where something would be destroyed would be G6, but it's not even getting destroyed, it's getting pushed. Unless, like, I'm using Tempest of Leaves somewhere, which I guess I could do. Like, do it in H2, and that would convert one of those Explorers into a Beasts. Do we want to look at a power card for Fathomless Mud as well? Or are we playing these? We're playing the Defend one. And I do need energy for that one if I'm doing this with Sunbright. I guess I'm probably getting the 2 energy this turn on Sunbright. Just for some innate energy. Like, I'm not really fond of going up card plays track when I don't have the energy to sustain the card plays. But, you know, different spirits play differently. But, like, Sunbright's cards are pretty expensive, so... I mean, my Reclaim gives me energy, this track gives me energy, but I like innate energy. Don't underestimate the power of innate energy. I'm probably gonna... Yeah, get 2 energy there, yeah. Let's look at power card here. It's gonna be minor as well. Okay. I would like sun, water, earth, or sorry, moon, water, earth. And this has moon, water. These 3 have moon. And there's no earth anywhere. Okay. These are all also pretty vanilla cards. I guess Fire in the Sky is Branching Claw. These 3 are base game, though. It's kind of cool. So Uncanny Melting? Literally just Fear Generation? I guess there is a Blight in the Sands here, so I could use it in G5 to remove the Blight. It's not really that high priority, though. Visions of Fiery Doom does push something. But, like, I have no fire to get the plus fear. Strife? Strife's not bad. Fast Strife. I mean, it doesn't match elements at all, but it is Strife, which means I could Strife the city in G2, and it will be easier to defend. I'm probably just clicking that, because that will solve G2 next turn. That's the only problem that we have with next turn is G2. I could even Strife the Explorer in G6 and defend G2 instead. But I mean, I don't know whether one's better than the other. So I'm doing that one. I think I'm doing this one. I don't really... I guess I could use it in H2 to add a beasts to that land. It's not really a priority, but I mean, I can. I have the Sacred Site. I guess I could theoretically do 3 card plays and then have to reclaim next turn. Would this unlock anything here? It would not. I think I'm just gonna go energy today. Let's do energy track here. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. My presence does push an explorer. I guess I could actually just push this guy out. Or I could push an explorer into G6. If I am using the defend card, it would be defended. Because the explorers do 2 damage each, so it would be 4 damage in G6. But they still have 2 health, so the 2 Tahan, well, actually, it would just be, I would just need 1. But anyway, defend 5 would be enough, and I would get an explorer killed in there. And the other one would get pushed. But I could get one of the explorers out of G2 and then strife the city. Yeah, that seems pretty nice then. That solves G2. And grants a land where something will die. So I don't have to play Tempest just to like do stupid shit in H2 then. I'm definitely playing that one. And I'm not hitting this threshold this turn. So we don't have to play 2 cards. I don't really see the value of doing damage unless I can somehow combo that to kill a city. But we don't have damage here. We definitely want the energy here. We have the Sacred Site range to G2 already. I don't need Sacred Sites anywhere else right now. Other than, I guess, spreading a Dreadful Mire cares about Sacred Sites. This is range 2 presence. So, oh, I was gonna say let's grow into H1, but H1's ravaging. And I also can't reach H1. H8 would also be a nice place because it would prevent a city, but I'm not there. So I guess G8. Because it's 50-50 whether to do sands or mountains next. So let's do G8. If they do build G8, I can prevent the city. And we're going to defend G6. And fear damage push if I play this one. We will have energy. So I can actually do that and gain power cards on both spirits. That's pretty nice. So plus range. Plus range doesn't do anything for mud. It's not going to do anything for that one or this one or that one. Yeah, so I don't need the plus range and I also don't need the damage. So I guess I hold on to these and see if I get a damage card off of Exaltation and I use this next turn to try to kill a city. Yeah, I don't need to play all my cards. So defend, add beasts. And then we get our first event, which will screw everything up. Numinous Crisis. Numinous? The spiritual energy of the island weakens as life's connections grow ever more tattered. You may draw strength from it while you can, or pour your strength into the island. Remove 1 blight per player from the blight card. Then, if the blight card has not flipped, keep removing blight until it flips. Oh my god. Gain 3 energy per blight removed, divided as evenly as possible among all spirits. Wow, that's a big risk. That's 15 energy and blights the island. Jeez. We could pour your strength into the island. Each spirit either pays 3 energy, forgets 2 power cards, or returns 1 presence to their presence tracks. Add 1 blight per player to the blight card from the box. Okay. Plagues bring fear and death. 1 fear per board with disease. On each board, 2 damage to Dahan in a land with disease. I Don't remember it. Well, I guess we could just look. Yeah, there's no Dahan. Okay. When invaders ravage, the land has Dahan defend 2. So there's a defend 2 in H1 right now. Which is not... It's not enough defend. Keep hearing Numinous Crisis is a great event, but you still can't bring yourself to do that top route. Man, that's tempting, though. 15 energy. Plus, we no longer have Outpaced was the one? Or is that not? I don't remember. The one where you have to destroy 3 presents immediately upon flipping the blight card. So we don't have that anymore, but we do have 4 presents from each spirit. 5 presents from Mud. But yeah, that blight card's gone anyway. It's not 15, it's 9. Oh. Well, tipping point, that's what it is. It says gain 3 energy per blight removed, but you remove 1 per player from the blight card and then keep removing blight until it flips. There's 5 blight, right? But is it blight for only the second effect? It's not clear, but I guess I could look up the FAQ. Do spirits gain energy from Numinous Crisis if that event doesn't flip the blight card? Yes, the spirits gain 3 energy for each blight Numinous Crisis removes from the blight card, not just the extra blight removed to force a blight card flip. Aha! That settles it. 3 energy, forget 2 power cards, return presents. That's pretty costly. That's like, I don't think 7 blight on the blight card is necessarily good. Blighted Island is scary, but it's not like the island is blighted. I mean, it's not like we're flipping a blight card with 1,000,000 blight on the board. I mean, it does mean it'll be easier to lose the game because there'll be less blight on the card, but we also will have like 7.5 energy per spirit, which is a crazy amount. Now that I got +2 energy on each spirit, let's just add 7.5 to their pools. I guess that suggests that we want to get a major power next turn. I guess we could do that. All right, let's try it. We're gonna draw strength. The once healthy island has become blighted. Unnatural proliferation. Immediately, each spirit adds a presence to a land with their presence. On each board, add a Dahan to a land with Dahan, and 2 cities to the land with the fewest buildings, minimum 1. Okay, well, we're adding presents. Always be adding presents. Cities, the land with the fewest buildings. I guess it's gonna be G8 and H2. Your rule isn't... It's build actions, yeah. Adding cities is not the thing. Okay. Well, I don't need energy. I don't need energy. Sacred site where? Presence to land with your presence. Yeah, so it's just a sacred site. Where do I want the sacred site? Here, probably. Because that land's scary now. And you definitely don't need energy. Does the sun do something? No, you don't have any air, so... After you add presence during growth, push, explore, or Dahan. We could push this Dahan. We could push a Dahan or an Explorer. Ooh, if I push the Dahan into H1, we do have the Defend 2 coming up. Oh. It's not... Yeah, okay, fair enough. After you add presence during growth. Okay, never mind. Thank you. Read the card. Read the card. I guess I'm just going to put it here still. Oh, but you're also adding Dahan. Added Dahan to a land with Dahan. 2 cities to the land with fewest buildings. Alright, where do we want the Dahan? Land with Dahan. I could still do it in H1. That will kill a town. And then I could put 2 cities in H1. This choice, I do have Pusha Dahan. I'm probably just gonna do it here. And then make that bad. They basically made it so that either Sands or Mountains build is going to be trash one way or another, but I mean... Yeah, and they each gained 7. It's 15 energy because it's 5 blight. And you're dividing 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5, which is why I was saying 7.5. I'm going to give the extra one to Mud because you're going to spend more energy to gain a power card. 1 fear per board with disease. On each board, 2 damage to Dahan in a land with disease, but there is none. Oh, we have a fear card. Ooh. And that might be good. It could also... Ooh, skip all explore actions and lands with at least 2 Dahan. Okay. Well. This land is trash. Go there. That land is trash. Alright. And then the explorer is just going to get pushed, so let's actually just kill a town. I like killing towns. Disease is gone. They're exploring mountains. They are not exploring mountains that have 2 Dahan in them, which is none of them. They did not explore H4 because they don't have an adjacent building. That's cool, but it does have an explorer though, which is not cool. And I don't have Sacred Site. All right, power cards. I think I don't gain the major here. I think I gain a minor with the expectation that it's maybe a minor to forget. I mean, we could always forget one of our innate cards, but... Or forget, like, Blood Draws Predators. Fire, like, it's not really good to forget a card that's in your hand, per se, because that doesn't add to the cards in your pool, right? So, like, if I want to play 3 cards next turn, I want to be able to play 3 cards, right? But, yeah, so I think it makes sense for this to be minor and we gain a major with power card growth. I think that makes sense. I mean, if Mud wants to play 3 cards, you're not forgetting this card. So I guess it is gonna be minor and then major. I don't know. But let's do this. Energy, minor. And you want sun, air. None of these have sun, air, so I guess we found the card that we're forgetting. But in the event that we want to keep this card, what would we want to take? Roiling Bog and Snagging Thorn isolates land, which means that explorers would actually die. The only Ravage is G2, but there's no Dahan, so like we're not even playing that next turn. Gold's Allure, the fast power that works in any land, right? Man, G8 is trash. G8 is such trash. I need to get those presences out of there. I guess I don't have to. So we don't have an ongoing blight effect at least, so we're not destroying presents or doing other things. So that's good. I'm probably just gonna click this because it says isolate. Mud gains a power. This is one we would like to keep. We want moon, water, earth. We have moon, water, but no earths. Earths isn't super great. We also would like plant for the highest threshold. Terror turns to madness. We get fear or fear strife or strife. Okay. Elusive ambushes for defend. Spur on for more power cards. Or to play more power cards. Gift of constancy to reclaim power cards instead of discarding. Well, I guess the thing is I'm not gonna hit any of these thresholds next turn, even if I take Terror Turns to Madness. I would have to gain a card that has water, earth on it, because this has no water, earth on it. I guess, wait, I have an innate earth. So actually I just need a water. And that's doable. And there's even water up here down the road. Although we're not going off energy track for a while because we got millions of energy. This generates fear. Fear is a win condition. I take terror. Okay. So we could use this to get presence out of G8. I could also just leave the presence there because it will just build an explorer instead of a town. Fear damage, push a Dahan. We can still get, we can prevent that build. Can't reach those. So let's prevent the build that we can prevent. And this is ravaging and not defended. We can strife the city, but that's it. So we're gonna push it in the only other land we can do it. Okay, we're now gaining power, or we're now gaining majors. All right, gain major. Oh good, Mists of Oblivion, perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Gain a major. Vanish softly away, forgotten by all. Well, I mean, that does remove. Remove is not destroy. We also have another isolate. After invaders Dahan are moved into target land, destroy them. That combos well with pushing. 1 fear, 2 damage, isolate target land. Sands, wetlands. So if H2 is isolated, it's not a source of explorers when they explore, which means these lands would not be seen. All of these would still be seen by this land, and this would still be seen by that land. Yeah, so, Let's come back to that. So Fathomless Mud, again, you want a water card. Oh, good, this is a water card. Oh, good, Mists of Oblivion is a water card. And I actually would hit the threshold on it? No, I don't have 3 air. Never mind. Oh, no, I do have 3 air. I would actually hit the threshold on this? Is that like the one time that Mists of Oblivion is worth taking? That seems really stupid. 1 fear per building as power destroys. 1 damage to each invader. 3 damage. That might... Wait, does that actually solve... Not solve, but does that do stuff in G8? It pushes an explorer still. But the other explorers die. We do 3 damage. It kills a city and town, which is 2 fear. That actually does stuff. It actually does stuff for the first time in my Spirit Island in my first time my Spirit Island streaming career, Mist of Oblivion actually does something. I am impressed. Poisoned land, damage, blight, destroy all the Han for each blight, including the one just added, fear and damage. But we don't have, obviously don't have the threshold on that. For each strife and blight and target land, fear and damage, if this destroys all invaders, add a beasts. Well, I mean, if it kills an explorer, it doesn't actually destroy it, so this card's weaker. Power Storm, gain energy, repeat. Obviously, not bad. So I do have to consider these two. I don't have... Wait. I also have the threshold on this one. Oh, dear lord. Alright, we might need to consider this. Mist of Oblivion or Power Storm. Mist of Oblivion, which does something. Power Storm, which has threshold and is always good. So, you know. Okay, let's think. So you want sun, air. Again, you don't have sun and air. So the one that we were first thinking of was melt earth. Well, you don't have 4 water. Flow like water. I would have 2 water if I were to keep roiling bog. But getting the threshold, push the presence, gather 2 explorers, 2 towns, 2 Dahan, 2 cities, 2 blight. I mean, it gathers a city, it gathers both cities and a town. And 2 of the explorers, leaving just 3 of them. Which is a lot better than it was before, but I mean, we also have we could also use Mist of Oblivion to kill most of the stuff in there anyway. It would actually be nice to combo Flow Like Water and Melt Earth, but unfortunately they're both in the same card selection screen, so I can't do that, which is tragic. How about this? Do we have the things for that? No, we don't have the moon. And you don't get moon there. I guess you are gaining an air or a sun, depending on what we want. But that doesn't help for that one. But we don't have enough moons for this one. Yeah. Remove 1 invader and 1 explorer town, or remove all damaged invaders. I mean... we can combo that with Mists of Oblivion. Unfortunately, not in the order that will make this even more potent, but every building will be damaged after Mists of Oblivion is done. I mean, really, it's just gonna be 1 city left. So, like, we can just remove it. But, I mean... technically, removing 1 invader and 1 explorer town is better. You know. Oh boy. Oh boy, there are a lot of options. This is weird. We don't... oh, we would have 3 plants. And 2 waters. And we could get 3 suns. So we would hit the threshold here. So jungle wetland. 9 damage. Remove a blight in the slow phase. There is a blight in this jungle. So I can do 9 damage in H1. 9 damage to push and explore. Oh, dear lord. There's only 3 blight on the board. 2 are in jungles, 1 is in sands. It's weird to have a blighted island with only 3 blight on the board, but, you know, that's because of the event card. Yeah, so those aren't really that great. +2 range with all powers. Does that do something with mud? Not this turn. I don't think so. Fear, damage, isolate target land. After you move invaders into target land, destroy them. If we can combo that with things, that would be nice. Does this count as a different action? The first time each action would destroy an explorer. So like if I do this, which does the damage to the explorer, and I push it into an isolated quicksand, then they're destroyed again, but it's a different action destroying them, so it's not destroyed. Seems weird. I mean, if it doesn't destroy it, it still generates fear, at least. We could melt Earth in H8. 2 damage to kill the town. That land is now isolated, but the town's gone, so it's not a source of explorers anyway. I could isolate H2, but again, that only really stops visibility to H5. On second thought, think back to Miss Oblivion. I can actually get this to trigger 3 fear. Because I do have this 1 damage to 5 different invaders in G8 thing. I do need plus range, but I do have a thing that gives plus range. So if I take Flow Like Water and I get plus range so I can hit G8, I can damage the cities and the town. And then Mists of Oblivion doesn't really need the threshold per se. I guess that extra damage is helpful for killing the city, so it is still helpful. But then I kill 2 cities and a town, so it generates 3 fear. Okay. I think that answers my question of what I'm taking. So it's Mists of Oblivion, and you're playing 3 cards, so don't forget any of those. Forget one of these. Are these all your cards? Oh my god, they are all your cards. Which one's the weakest one? Which one's the weakest one? I guess... that generates fear. That generates fear, but in 2 different ways if it pushes an explorer. This is a defend card, so I want to keep it for now because we don't have any other defend. We do have a strife, but I mean... that pushes 2 explorers, which is 4 damage. I think I get rid of the Dahan card. And then you gain Flow Like Water. You could forget Roiling Bog. Because you are going to be reclaiming next turn anyway. And we said this was the card to forget anyway. Okay. And then presence, we want... well, I guess we don't need the sun or the air this time, but let's just take the air and use that to push this explorer. And you can go to G3, I guess. Okay. And then you have a presence. Range 2 presence. You don't really need a range this turn. I guess more Sacred Sites would be good. I guess we need a Sacred Site at G2. Oh, I said I was going to do Sacred Site here, wasn't I? Oh no, I plus range works. Okay, never mind. We got plus range. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's drop you here so we have a Sacred Site there. Okay. Threshold there. We don't have the threshold there. Because I forgot the water card. But I don't really need the... I have other water cards and I don't need the threshold this turn. We're just mainly doing this for plus range. And actually using it on myself... oh, but I can't lose the Sacred Site. Oh, but if I gather into H5, I would have... Yeah, it's... Okay, it still works. Okay. So flow like water on myself. Push this here. Gather this explorer. And I guess I could gather the Dahan. Yeah, go on the land with Blight, because there could be a event card that says remove Blight or something. Then do the damage here. And if I damage an explorer, it's just going to get pushed. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, this is slow. It doesn't actually matter that it's slow. They're not building. Well, they're building an explorer, but that's fine. Okay. Strife that guy. And then I have this. I don't need the plus range. I could have used it if I stayed here and then did the thing, but I guess I didn't need that. But I will give this to you because I don't need the plus range. So let's get something out of it. I guess I could use Violent Windstorms at plus range. I think I have pretty good visibility of most of the board anyway. All right, event. New cash crops take hold. Rude. From our ravaged set for one terrain not shown under any invader action, spirits may prevent this on any all boards by destroying 2 presents from each board to be protected. On each board, add beasts to a land without blight that has town. During ravage, in every land, defend 1 per Dahan. So we're either ravaging jungles or sands. Ooh. Ooh. Those are both good. Or, sorry, those are both bad. Not good. Bad. They're both bad. We can prevent this. Destroyed presence is fine. So jungle would be cascades. Because these are these are explorers, but they're doing 2 damage, right? During play, explorers do +1 damage. Yeah, so it's a cascade there and a cascade there. So it'd be bad, of course. If it's sands, it's 3 blight and it destroys a presence. Actually, yeah, the cascade destroys 1 presence. Well, not even cascade, but just this destroys 1 presence, this destroys 1 presence. So I might as well destroy presence if I'm just going to destroy them anyway. I feel like on this board, I guess we could do Ravage on 1 board if so desired. Right? Like Jungle Ravage here is fine. So I guess we only destroy presence on this board, which was the board where we were going to get presence destroyed eventually anyway. So I'm inclined to destroy the singletons because I don't think I need them. The only power left is Violent Windstorms. We do actually have this threshold. Nice. So we were doing push an explorer, push up to 2 explorer towns. For each invader pushed, 1 damage, and the land was pushed 2. So like chucking things into H2 would be nice, I guess, although we don't have enough things to push there. Well, in any case, I mean, the Sacred Site is only for Tempest. And when I reclaim, I don't grow, so I probably do want to keep a Sacred Site. Let's keep the H5 one. Let's get rid of H8. And then H4, I don't think I need, because the other presences see everything. Okay. This board is fine, because we're going to ravage jungles. There's an explorer there. Well, that's just rude. There's an explorer there. Okay, then. Then I guess I'm destroying presence, because that's presence is getting destroyed anyway. Okay, so destroy that. I didn't see that explorer. I thought it was part of that group. It is what it is. I'd rather keep the sacred, like this sacred site is important to prevent a building. guess I just removed this and this. Add beast to a land without blight that has town. Those actions were forced. Ravage, defend. Yeah. Escalation. On each board, add 2 explorers among lands with beasts. I mean, like, just add them there because they're gonna die. And then here it's actually annoying because this is gonna ravage. And they're already explored there, but I mean, yeah, might as well throw them there. I guess I could split them up, but a single explorer does 2 damage, so it still sucks. All right, now watch this. Watch this. Isn't that the most beautiful Mists of Oblivion you've ever seen? Oh my god. Arguably, I should have probably done this first. It's not really not that big of a deal. Thank you for the 100 bits, Chisler. Can I reach this? I can, yeah, I can push these 3 explorers in the G2 and kill the city. Which also stops this build. We're reclaiming next turn. I think the H8 build is preventable. I mean, we can just Tempest to kill the explorers. The town can be flow like watered, or did we wait, where's my, oh, it's this one. I can turn a push or gather fast and then get the town out pretty easily. Okay. H2 is obviously a scary land, but we could probably Mist of Oblivion that land next turn. I'm sure we can find a way to make that work. Question is, where do I want this damage to happen? Is there a meaningful place? I guess this would be meaningful. Okay. All right, so let's take that back because I can do this. Because it's gathering the presence or moving the presence. Let's push this explorer there because then it will actually die. Because order of operations and stuff. And I guess I should have paid attention to whether we're getting a terror level up, but we didn't. So let's just get fear. And then chuck these explorers in here. Cool. There are no buildings on board G. There's also no build on board G. There's also no Ravage on board G. Board G is just not doing anything. That's cool. Okay. So they're both reclaiming. You're gaining a power. So we start here. I want to click minor because in order for the number of cards in my hand to grow, I need to gain minors. Minors increase the cards you have, majors don't. And especially when I get to 4 card plays, I would like to be able to not have to reclaim every turn. So I'm going to gain a minor this time. I suppose an argument could be made that if we win the game this round, I would rather gain a major that wins the game this round. We are 1 fear away from no cities. Or no buildings, rather. But, I mean, it is what it is. Again, we would like sun air. Again, we don't get sun air. We do get a lot of... Oh, we get both sun and air on our tracks. That's right. Okay. There's no ravage, so defense is not needed this turn. One fear, one damage to Dahan. Add a Badlands of Beasts, a Disease, a Strife, a Wilds, and a Blight. This is the I want one of everything card. One fear, one damage to Dahan. Add a Badlands, add a Beasts, add a Disease, add a Strife, add a Wilds, add a Blight. That is so funny. Well, I need to defend for H8. I'm gonna get rid of everything in H8 in the fast phase. So I'm not worried about that. Kind of tempted to take Dire Metamorphosis. Could we do rights? I guess, well, no, we're not growing, so I can't use my presence to push a Dahan into H2. Got rid of one power that moved Dahan. So... surely a Badlands in H2 is fine, right? Surely. I guess, I mean, I'm tempted to do stuff in H2. I guess we are going to... we could do Mists this turn. I would really like to be able to kill everything in H2. If I kill everything in H8 and everything in H2 and neither of them build, then we win. So just do that. Just do that. The escalation doesn't even add towns. It's not like France. I mean, the difficult thing is actually being able to deal damage in H2, I guess. Especially because I'm going to be using my damage card in H8 to get rid of Explorers. I guess if I get this threshold again, if I play the exact same cards, I get this threshold. My battery is low. That's what that sound was. The mouse battery is low. So I'm gonna plug it in. 1 sec. If I play the exact same cards, I do get the damage cards. And... and if I push everything into H1... well, I guess the problem is I'm not playing the same cards because I'm playing... I want to play the thing that pushes fast. Excuse me. So what would I be playing then? Oh, I guess Flow Like Water works. I don't need to do pushing fast. So I do Tempest and I do Flow Like Water in H8. Because that will move the town out. And then they don't build. So... the third card... what was the third card I did last time? Scatter? No. Oh, I did blood draws and one of those lines. No, I don't think it was that. Oh, I did this one and I gave energy. That's what I did. I do need to play an air card. But I don't know which one would be helpful. I guess I could play this one. Okay, so that would be an air card. I could play that air card. I'm just gonna click that one. Okay. You actually gain presence on a reclaim. That's cool. Maybe the moon does something. Sands build. You're not over there. Okay. Let's just do it there. Okay. So you're playing Mist of Oblivion. You have the moon. You need 2 more air. You need 1 more water. So you can't play these cards. The Strife's not going to do anything. It does generate fear. I'm just going to click, like, those? No. Okay, so you do get a better threshold on there. I don't know what that does, but... Okay. And then you're playing this, this. You don't need the threshold here. Because you're just pushing a town. Yeah, you're not pushing Citizen's Blight, even with the threshold, so that's useless. So we're playing that one for funsies. Oh, I guess... Oh, but if I play that, I don't get this. Okay. So I do need to play... Okay, so I need to play a Sun Air, so I'm not getting that. Okay. Sun Air... does that do something? You could do that fast. You could do that fast. Neither of them do anything. I guess if we get another fear card, it does something. We are still technically on tier level 1. Okay. So we would like to level up the fear card. That's for sure. I'm clicking an Explorer, but it's not letting me. Okay, there we go. I clicked on one. Okay. I could actually do Violent Windstorms fast. There's no reason to. There's now 0 builds. We already have Terra level 2. Okay. Does this do enough damage to kill everything in H2? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it, no, actually no, it will. Okay, okay. No, it will if I do the if I push everything in H1 into H2. And I do the 3 damage across the 3 cities. It will do just enough damage. Oh my word. Okay. I don't think I need things to be fast still. So let's just like throw that to you and then you can decide what to do. Like we don't need fear. I guess there could be an event that says convert an inland explorer into a town, but I don't think I can really do anything to prevent that on both boards. So I'll just do this. During the Ravage step on each board, skip one Ravage action in a land where Dahan outnumber buildings. Well, we don't care about that. Temporary caution. Prey on the Heedless. In each land with beasts, 1 damage per beast. I just pushed explorers out of lands with beasts, so I'm smart. Speak of the Spirit's anger. For each board, 1 fear if any Dahan are in lands with buildings. Okay. 3 fear cards. Each player chooses a different coastal land with Dahan, and each gather up to 1 Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. That actually screws up everything. No, what are you doing? No, Dahan, no. Please, no. This isn't even a meaningful choice. Okay, well now I can't push 3 explorers in there, so now I can't do what I wanted. Each player chooses a different land and each gather up to 2 Dahan, 1 damage if Dahan are present. Okay, well that helps. But it's a different land. And that fear, that doesn't even do anything. Why'd I do that? Skip the next normal explorer. Excellent. We don't care about it. Oh, that was a Ravage, by the way. That was a Ravage, by the way. Can I go back? No? Okay, whatever. I added a blight on the board for fun, I guess. I added a blight to G1 because I can't undo because reasons, I guess. Doesn't really matter because we're not winning the game anyway. I don't even have range there. I tried so hard. Damage that one. I can take out 2 of the cities. That sucks. I got screwed by fear cards. Surely we can kill that city. I mean, we could just strife it, and then it... Well, no, we don't have range. Except I can give range if I reclaim. Okay, we can defend. Yeah, we have... Okay, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. It's annoying, but we're fine. I'm gonna gain a major. Aha, volcanic eruption. Storm swath. Terrifying Nightmares is obviously the correct pick. And I'm just gonna forget the card that did 1 damage because screw you. Screw you! And the horse he rode in on. There's no explorer. Four moons. That's all my moons. Good job. Here, have plus range this time. And also add beasts. Because why not? Okay. You only get power cards off your last growth option? Okay. Dream of the untouched land? Can we do that? Wait, can we? I think we can. Yes! Yes! Okay, something good came out of that fear card. We were able to dream of the untouched land. Remove up to 3 blight and up to 3 health worth of invaders. Add a random new island board next to target board. Ignore its setup icons. Add 2 beasts, 2 wilds, 2 badlands, and up to 2 presents from any spirits anywhere on it. From now on, build cards at each board / each land. Adversary actions, skip 1 board. All right, I'm happy now. Although we don't, I guess, okay, we can remove this blight and this explorer and this explorer. Oh shit. Oh shit, it actually shows you where you can put it wherever you want. Oh my god. This is beautiful. I thought it was like just gonna be like random, but you can actually get to choose how you want it. That is so cute. Ooh, I like that configuration. I like that. All right, beasts. Notice that I put 2 icons on each of those coastal lands. I was pretty expert at that. All right. All right, this is hot. Also, I didn't actually successfully put a sacred site at range 1. Uh-oh. Oh, but I can defend. No, I can't defend. Oh. Well, I just threw the game. No, plus range. Nope. Yes. Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. This is fine. All right, event card. Self-sacrifice buys time. Destroy a presence from each spirit. The next X blight added to the island this turn comes from the box instead of the blight card, where X is the number of spirits. Lair and untamed lands. On each board, add beasts to a land without buildings or blight. Seek out new grounds on each board. Gather 1 or 2 Dahan into a land without Dahan setup symbols. Okay. Well, I just put a bonus presence on the board this round, so you know, I don't really need all this presence. Beast to a land without shit. On each board. So... it's adversary actions that this skips, but not event cards? Sick! The spirits are stronger with this new island, or this new land that we added. Coastal. Explorers. This one. Yeah, look at that. We just added 3 beasts. And then on each board, gather into things without icons, which you can't actually see the icons. It'd actually be kind of nice if you could see the icons. You just have to tell by just what can you hover over. And it's only 3 lands here, I guess, because the other land is probably this one. It doesn't have neighboring Dahan. I'm just gonna gather more freaking Dahan. Just like intimidate the crap out of that city, I guess. Oh, there's no Dahan on this board. Welp. Alright, 2 fear cards. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. 1 damage per Dahan there. Gee, I wonder what land I should click on. I wonder. Probably this one? We got to tear level 3 before we won the game. That's tragic. Click below to continue. That's cool. You can undo now, I guess. The invaders are deeply afraid. Defeat both adversaries in all 3 scenarios on Jagged Earth. Cool. The invaders are deeply afraid and no cities remain to return to for refuge. The remaining populace swiftly evacuate the island. Oh, sick. You can actually look at this shit now. Oh, sick! I haven't played this game in like 6 weeks, so I didn't even know of all the new stuff they added. We removed 0 beasts this game from adversary rules, and there were 13 on the board. 13 on the island, I guess. We did pretty good, considering we started with 4. We added 9 beasts. We won on turn 5. Difficulty was 4. Score is 51. 10 for victory, 20 for difficulty 4, 16 for the 8 remaining invader cards, 6 for the 13 surviving Dahan, -1 for the 3 blight. Okay. You can still look at the minor power deck and the major power deck, I guess. You could look to see what cards were left. We only revealed 4 invader cards this game. That's funny. And we also won on tier level 3. We're just that good. All right. I think I'm gonna end it here because, well, I will. I at least got a nice ending to that game. How could I top that? How could I top adding a 3rd board? The second game will just not hold up. But thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay. This is Dolphin's Dive. We stream once a week. I stream once a week. The day that I stream comes down to when I am scheduled. And this next week, it looks like Thursday is the day because I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'll be back to Thursday next week. There was someone who came in at the start of the stream and then said they had to go to bed because it was too late for them. So if you want me to stream earlier, just let me know. I could stream at any time on Thursday. Otherwise, I'll just stick to 7 p.m. unless something else comes up. But check out Handelabber Live Tuesday at 3 p.m. I believe now. I'm sure John is going to demo more Jagged Earth content or more One Deck Galaxy content, or just do some other things because, you know, there are a lot of great Handelabber games out there now. So, yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.